Previously on
Hey you
Vlogmas.
guys, long time no see. I'm real dry, coming to taking my medicine. I've changed my calendar, which we were behind on. I have bottles washed, combination feeding with formula. And don't write me. Do what you do because I don't properly pump or she's not drinking enough. Right now I pump, and I feel like for the most part that's okay for her, and I leak a lot. And I do use breast pads, but the amount of milk that you waste, you, but yeah, she's probably getting ready to. She's been asleep a while, waiting for her arrival. She definitely came on the 23rd, which was the day of. Greetings, everyone. Today's Friday, and you know what I wanted to come on here and say. I know that I stated that I wasn't going to do 25 days of Vlogmas, and I'm trying to get out backed up footage. Let me call y'all back. Okay, I'm back. So yeah, it's funny how I said I wasn't going to do 25 days of Vlogmas. I was going to do 12, and already, as in me trying to get some of these last minute vlogs out so I can start filming for Vlogmas, I edited a whole video, y'all. All I was doing was watching the back, and all of a sudden, the files that I was just listening to like 2 minutes ago, my computer told me some can't be found. I said, "Oh, Vlogmas is amongst us. If I don't have issue with an SD card or some footage being lost, is it even Vlogmas?" Let it begin. So I'm gonna try and edit up some more stuff because I feel like what's on this other SD card is more related to birth and all of that, and probably sounds like we're more in October. And then starting this week, I'm going to start doing more Christmas stuff to what I can, because you guys do know that obviously the baby is about to be a month old at this point, so we'll be able to do what we can do. But just know that some of the things we won't be as active as before because she is so small. So that's another reason why we'll do 12 days, because that way it won't be just me talking in the house, because that's all I'm doing these days. Hey you guys, so disregard my hair. I'm giving Macy Gray right now. No shade to her, but I've been sleeping without a bonnet for the past 2 nights. Partly because I've been having a headache, and what? Not even a bonnet. My bonnets aren't clean. I've been using like a scarf thing, and it was tight on me. Okay. So yeah. So I don't want to stress myself out with it. Plus, considering that she is still small, she's only a month old right now. That we won't be doing a whole lot of things that we normally do. So it's only going to make sense to only do 12 days anyway, because we won't be as active as we normally are. So yeah. So a lot of our content will be maneuvering day in the life of a new mommy. So yeah, hope you guys find those things interesting. I do, when I look a little bit better one of these days. I got some things brewing in my head, and we'll see how those things land on camera. But yeah, I spoke about us, when I first found out I was pregnant, that the content would change a little bit. So here's to new content. Hey, you guys. So, disregard my son's playing a game in the back. I wanted to show y'all really quick. Let me turn this on to see if I can. My mic might be dead because I'll be forgetting to turn it off. Oh, there it is. Okay, maybe that'll block him out playing the game. What I go play the game. So what I want to show you guys, I just finished pumping because the baby is sleeping. By the way, new mama's white or pink noise is heaven sent. I got that on my Apple, on the phone playing on Apple Music right now. We tried it last night and it worked beautifully. She really only got up and cried whenever she needed to eat, which is great. So I'm going to try tonight to do it with the black screen, or may do it off my phone. And if that goes well tonight, then I'm going to actually get the actual white noise machine. Sorry if I look crusty. I'm not sure what I look like because I'm not up close. Anyways, so what I really came on here to show you guys is the I don't know who this brand is, the hot and cold breast therapy packs. If you guys are breastfeeding, either breastfeeding exclusively or pumping exclusively, or a combination like myself, I am breastfeeding at the breast and pumping. This is helpful. I got this when I was in the hospital because my nipples were like super sore and chapped. So I just really started looking at this because my supply was a little low today. So what I did is it's these heating pads here. This is what they look like. And I use the heat, and you use the heat before you pump and during, and you put them in the microwave based off your microwave. I put this on for about 16 seconds and it warms it up, and then I put it into the soft patches and then put it on my boob, and it's supposed to help encourage it's supposed to help encourage milk supply. So I'm going to keep this out for now because and then you can also freeze these. You freeze these for about 4 hours before use, and this can help if you're having any pain or anything like that. I was having some pain earlier, but I think it just was that my breasts were full, so they feel better now. So I'm going to keep this out just in case I pump again today. That was my second pump for today, so I'm going to try to get one more in tonight. That does help me with messing up my shirts and things on top of this collector. So I'm hoping that my supply will get up a little bit more. I have filled a bag already, so I'm not really stressed about that. So this will be my second bag. My baby's crying. So she woke up, but as I was saying, so I'm hoping that my supply will be a little bit more. It says she woke up and I literally just finished pumping. I'm just going to give her what I actually just pumped, and I'm going to put it in the bottle warmer. And I want to turn this down. Put it in the bottle warmer and warm it up for her, and then give it to her because I'm pretty positive I don't have anything in there right now to give her right at the boob at the moment. So yeah. So pretty much that just took everything I got here, which like I said, I don't mind because she's not in daycare right now. So this was just for me to like literally get used to pumping and get some type of schedule going, and really just get into the use of pumping for when she does go back to daycare, because I was going to, if I decide, I haven't decided, if I decide to just do exclusively pumping once she goes back to daycare and goes to daycare in February, then the schedule for that is to pump 8 times a day, which to mimic the feeding, which would be if they eat every 2 hours, you would be pumping just like they would eat. So that's what I would do. If I don't decide to do that, it will be still more heavily pumping, and maybe I would just exclusively nurse her at home in the mornings before we go to daycare, and then when we get home, and then maybe at night. So we'll see how that goes. My goal is to breastfeed, not exclusively at the boob for this long, but to provide breast milk to her for at least the first year and a half. First year and a half of her life. So even when she switched over to solids and baby food, to still provide some of that breast milk to her just to see. I did want to breastfeed with my first, and really the milk was provided, like I was actually producing some of that before I actually gave birth to him, but I didn't take a breastfeeding class. I could never, for whatever reason, I could never get one or whatever. So I did take breastfeeding class this time around, and then the hospital that I gave birth at, they had a lactation consultant come see me every single day, and her doctor's office, her pediatrician, has a lactation consultant, so they always offer to come and talk to me in the event that I need it. So I have a lot more support. So I will say that if you're trying, just make sure maybe your hospital that you give birth at, your pediatrician, or take classes, because I had to take classes in order to get that free pump. Because the more knowledge you have, the better. And when you don't have the knowledge, you're more likely to give up, because, baby, the cluster feeding and the times like when they're more fussy, or you feel like you're not giving enough milk. Like now, I would feel like, oh, my supply is low, but I have to remember that I've been actually feeding her at the breast all day today. And then pump twice, and it doesn't mean that my supply is low, which I learned that on TikTok, because this would actually be an oversupply, because I'm also still feeding her, and I've only gave her, I do supplement about two to three. I do supplement formula just to make sure she gets enough, because at first, she did drop in birth weight a little bit when we came home. No, a lot of it when she came home, and she was dehydrated. So I do still offer the formula just to make sure she's getting enough, just to make sure she's hydrated, all of those things. You don't have to, but I do, and it's just that, because you just never know, especially when you're giving it through the boob, you still don't know how much it is that they're actually getting. So giving her that formula in the bottle helps me know that she's getting enough. So yeah. Anywho's, because I might blur that out or cut that part. So yeah. Okay, gotta make it. Bye, y'all.